Hi everyone, this is Miss Miharu. Today I'm gonna show you an Oki setup with spare change collector. I've been looking into this variation specifically for some matchups. For instance, Cassie, I just feel is impossible with back into pack. So I'm looking into using spare change instead, and I want some nice cool setups. So like a regular combo would look something like this. Oops. Yes, I use jumping one. I still do. You get a cool 226 damage, right? About 32.5%. So the setup would look like this. From the same combo, you do jump into 1-3 medium vial. This is important because close vial has more recovery than medium vial. Close vial after 1-3 allows you to beat out a lot of wake up options. You can do stuff like this, but you recover so much slower it's not really worth it. So yeah, that is the basic setup. So the beauty about this setup is that it covers most wake ups, most characters in the game. So basically, if they want to roll forward, which is the most likely, considering they're standing in flames, if you time it right, you will actually punish the forward roll. I'm still learning the timing. There we go. Oh, would you look at that? A cool reset for 339 damage. That's pretty okay. Pretty okay. It also covers up threes. You can end combos in different ways. And it covers up twos. As I said, it doesn't work on every character. For instance, Cassie is one of the few characters where her up two actually takes her out of harm's way, but she's still in the puddle. So that doesn't really get her much. We can see here what happens if they back roll. They're still in the puddle. So in that sense, and you can see I did almost 400 damage in total when they back roll into the puddle. So with that in mind, this setup becomes really dangerous because them not really having an option on wake up other than taking the flames is really good for you. And also, like, if they start delaying their wake up, sure, go ahead. I'll just dash up, get a nice 185 damage throw. Or dash up, do this. And get a nice reset anyways. So yeah, this is a really strong setup. Now let's look at some combos. So if they roll, it will look like this. A meterless punish will net you 291 damage. Whilst they metered one will net you 339. That's a big ass reset. And if you hit them from max range, meaning like if you punish up 2s and up 3s, some up 2s move them forward, so you will hit them closer to you, but generally you will hit them from this max range, sort of. So, oops, I still have her on roll. Let's put her on Nut Punch. And I dropped the combo. Or rather, I got confused which combo to use. Don't worry, I'll get there. This one is actually really nice because it keeps them like in the puddle for as long as possible. You get 283 damage. It's the most damaging I've found. And if you want to go for meter, this one is really nice because using the standing 3 keeps them in the puddle a bit longer. You get between 360 and 363. You can actually delay the jump in just a little bit, but yeah. So generally you get a shit ton of damage if you get the restand, right? So this doesn't work on Shao Kahn, doesn't work on Scorpion, doesn't work on Kung Lao, doesn't work on Devora, doesn't work on Geras, and it doesn't work on Kollector. For some of these characters you can punish their up 3 but not their up 2, but I've sort of excluded all the characters that can get out of it, because the whole point is that you don't have to guess. There are some characters where you have to block their wake up. Those are Frost, Raiden, Sub-Zero, Cabal, Jade, Scarlet, and Kotal Kahn. Those characters basically just block as they get up, and if they do a forward roll, react with like a forward 1, back 2, 3, a grab, or whatever. Them forcing you to block is not necessarily a bad thing, because that means they're standing up, they're using 2 bars, 1 defensive, 1 offensive, to get up and just stand in the puddle. That is not a bad thing, and you're safe. Some are even punishable. So that's actually a good situation for you. And the rest of the characters, Shang Tsung, Nightwolf, Johnny Cage, Sonya, Cassie Cage, Jax Briggs, Noob Saibot Baraka, Jackie Briggs, Kano, Liu Kang, Kitana, Aaron Black, and Cetrion. Those characters you can punish forward rolls, you can punish up 2s and up 3s. Cassie Cage can use her up 2 to sort of get out of the way, as I showed before, and Kitana can use her up 3 to get out of the way. That still puts them in the puddle, that still puts you in a good position. And if they block at this range, it's not like you're in a terrible position either. So here you got nice -9 or -10 usually. You can do stuff like this. You can do gimmicks like this. So like they're eating something. They're eating not necessarily pressure, but they're eating block damage while standing in the puddle. So that's really cool. Something they of course can do is jumping out. Let's put you play. So if I'm Cassie here, I'm jumping and I'm getting the counter hit. This is a weakness for Kollector overall. Most of his setups can be jumped, but like if they decide to jump, you're gonna end up in a situation where, let's put you on. Jump. What am I doing? Jump forward. There we go. where you can still push them, get some nice extra damage from them standing in the puddle, and you get the nice 336. So, like, if you notice that they start jumping on their wake up, just wait them out, anti-air them, or even down to them, just put them back in the puddle, and you're fine. The idea of this setup is to, like, make them respect you and your Oki, so, like, they're really scared of waking up. And when they're scared of waking up, they're going to start jumping, you start anti-airing, they're just going to start delay wake up, which opens up, like, going in and going for throws. So yeah, I haven't really tested this out in games yet, but it looks really, really strong, and I wanted to share it right away when I found it. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video with some more Kollector tech.